Welcome to ESPN Esports. I'm Jacob Wolf, and I'm joined by Ben Spoont, the CEO and co-founder of Misfits. Ben, how are you?
Hello, hello.
We're at the Fortnite World Cup. It's to our left. Just sort of walk me through what it's been like the last couple of weeks preparing your players for this.
You know, for most of them, most all the players in the Fortnite in the World Cup here, this is their first experience on LAN. So for them, it's been having our pros talk with them, having our managers continue to talk with them, and tell them what we think that they're going to experience. Try to prepare them for that.
Is there any way to prepare them for something like Arthur Ashe Stadium? I mean, this is bigger than most esports events, and it's something that even some of your older, more veteran players probably haven't experienced, something like this. Is there any real way to prepare a 14-year-old before they go on stage?
Not really. You tell them just to play their game, and when you sit down, that your natural instincts and habitat should take over. But it's a lot about handling their anxiety leading up to the event. But once the event starts, I think most of these guys are good.
You have some really good players. We wrote about Clix last week. How did you find these guys? How did you recruit them to Misfits, and sort of what stood out about them, and why are they here?
So really, Sceptic started with us over a year ago, and in the beginning, there was no real esport defined to Fortnite. And when we signed them, they started duos. Sceptic found Clix, or Clix found Sceptic. I don't know which one came first, but then Sceptic came to us and was like, hey, you should go sign my duo partner. The rest is history. Clix popped off ever since then.
So signing a player of that age is probably a little bit different than signing a player that's an adult somewhere else in Overwatch or League. When you look at this, what is the process of like going to a parent and pitching them, hey, I want to give your son this contract?
Yeah, most kids, most of the Fortnite players are really hyper and excited and ready to sign. And I'm like, hey, wait, first, let me talk to your parents. And then I've spoken with, obviously, Clix's dad before he signed, and Sceptic's parents on both sides before he signed. But, yeah, you always have to go through the parents.
From a training perspective, what are you doing with these guys, and sort of what management structure do you have specifically around the Fortnite players, and how does that sort of differ from other things that you have in your org?
I think it's pretty similar. So we have Holden, who just actually joined us from Fnatic as our main manager for the guys. He works with them every day. It's not just working with them on getting used to practicing in a professional manner, but also for the first time for 14, 15-year-olds, they have to have content obligations and social media obligations, and it's really you're trying to teach them the way.
You've been doing esports stuff for a little bit over 3 years.
3.5, 4 years coming up.
Yeah. So how does this compare to some of the other stuff that you do?
I mean, just look at this. I mean, I know you can't look at it here, but to our left, this is incredible. I think no game has mobilized and empowered the youth of gaming like Fortnite has.
From a cultural perspective, why this game, you think? Why do you think this is the one that took off?
I mean, there's probably a million reasons. It's fun, right? It's fun. It's addicting. It plays to, a lot of different types of personalities and strengths, and the cross-platform from the very beginning was incredible. One of the first to do it well, led to really success.
And why did you all choose to sort of get in it, other than the fact that it's like wildly popular? But like you said, there wasn't much of an esports scene for Fortnite until pretty recently, at least one that was consistent. Why did you choose to sort of dive in feet first here?
Well, we thought it was, we tried to be first movers in many different markets. And the beginning of Fortnite, it was perhaps more of content-based reasons of getting in. But now I think it's equal part content and equal part esports.